Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're from my Instagram, welcome back. I'm happy that you decided to come over and check out this video. If you are a returning subscriber or viewer, I also welcome you back. And if you're new, hi, my name is Marika. I am an MUA. Or as I like to call it, a baby MUA, and I am going to be showing you how to do this simple kind of grungy, rusty, smoky eye with a very dark berry lip. So I hope you guys like it, and let's get into the video. To start with, we are going to take NYX's Total Control foundation, and we are just going to put that on a damp beauty blender and just kind of dot it all over our face. I like to do it one half of my face at a time, so I'm doing one side of it first and then moving on to the next side after that. I never realized how aggressive I am when I'm dabbing my face. Kind of really aggressive, jeez. Also, I'd like to apologize for my nails. I took off my fake nails that I had literally an hour before I recorded this, so my nails are looking really janky right now. Also, you'll notice that I'm not covering up the zit that I have kind of there on my chin with concealer or anything like that. I'm not really concerned about it. Personally, I've never really covered up zits with concealer or color correcting stuff. I've never really seen a need for it. It's there. It's going to be noticeable whether you try to hide it or not in my mind, so I just kind of let it be and go about my day as if it wasn't there in the first place. Also, I'd like to apologize for the random, sudden whiteout that my camera is doing. I could not figure out for the life of me how to make it stop doing that, so it's gonna do it periodically throughout the video, and I also apologize for that because it's rather annoying both on my end and I can imagine on yours. Now taking ColourPop sculpting stick in the color Yikes, I am going to contour my face. We are going to stick the contour just in the hollows of our cheeks. This will give it a slimming look to our face as well as just making us look flawless. Taking more of that product, I am now going to put it just above the temples of my head, as well as mostly in my hair, as I am now realizing. Moving my hair out of my way this time, really blending it into my forehead. What this does is make it look like your forehead is a bit smaller than it actually is. I have a pretty small forehead to begin with, so I don't really need to do this. It's more of a recent thing that I've been doing that. Taking some more product, I am gonna also contour my chin. I got my wisdom teeth out about 2 weeks ago, and it's got me hooked on contouring my jaw now. When I got my wisdom teeth pulled, I was super puffy, so I would contour my jawline to make it less noticeable, and now I seem to really be into it, so it's a thing that I do now. Moving on to concealer, we are going to take NYX's Got You Covered Concealer and put that just under our eyes, as well as on our chins and forehead. This will just brighten up the under eye as well as hide any discoloration that we have in those places. Taking that same damp beauty blender that we used for our foundation, we are now going to blend that out. Again, being very aggressive with my dabbing. It's like I'm giving myself mini punches in the face. It's ridiculous. No chill, I have. No chill. As well as Yoda, I am. Moving right along, we're going to take NYX's HD Studio Finishing Powder And we're going to take a slightly damp beauty blender and put that anywhere that we put the concealer. This is really just going to help it set so it doesn't crease throughout the day. We're also going to put it on our smile lines. This will just help with creasing again. We're also going to put this underneath our contour. This will clean up the lines and give it a really sharp cut. Again, with the whiteouts, I don't understand why it does this. I'm also putting it on my eyes. Then while that's setting, we're going to move on to our eyebrows, and I am going to take Jeffree Star's Beauty Killer palette in the shade Vanity. This color is perfect for my eyebrows, so that's why I use it. And we are first going to outline our eyebrows, so I like to start with the bottom. Oh yeah, I also don't know if you guys noticed at all, I changed the shape of my brows ever so slightly. I used to have a really big tail on the end of my eyebrows and it was driving me crazy. So I trimmed them and made the tail half the length that it was before, and I'm thoroughly happy with how they are shaped now, so I hope you guys like them as well. But we just outlined and then filled in our brows, and now I'm just doing the gradient at the front of the brows and just filling that in lightly with whatever's left on the brush. With our eyebrows done, we are now going to wipe away all of that excess powder. We should now have really good set foundation that will not crease throughout the day, as well as a really sharp contour. Taking NYX's eyeshadow base in the color Skin, we are going to put that on our eyelids so that way our shadows stick really well and are pigmented. You can just take any old brush or even your finger and put that onto your lid. We are going to dip into Makeup Geek's and Manny's makeup palette, and we're going to dip into Aphrodite, which is the darkest brown that is in the palette. And we are going to create a halo eye and put that on the inner and outer corners of the eye. We are also going to blend those shadows. They don't need to be perfect at the moment, and it's okay if they aren't as dark as you want it as of right now, because we are going to fix that later on. We are also apparently going to block half the screen with our mirrors so people watching can't see what the heck we're doing. So that's also a thing. Sorry, guys. We are now going to take ColourPop's Super Shock eyeshadow in Girl Power. I know last time it didn't work so well. I figured out what was wrong and it is working fine now. You could also take any sort of substitute that you want and put it there as well. We are just going to take that on a flat packing brush and really just pack that color into our lid. Dipping back into the Makeup Geek and Manny palette, we're going to take the Aphrodite shade and just really darken up those inner and outer corners. Obviously, you can make them as dark or light as you want. It's totally up to you. Personally, I just felt like I had lost a lot of the pigment from blending it earlier and putting the other shade on, so I just really wanted to darken them up to make sure there was a good contrast. We are now going to take Aphrodite and Girl Power And we're going to do basically the same thing that we did on the lid, but on the lower lash line. We are going to put that on an angled fluffy brush, and we're just going to roughly map that out on the lower lash line. Don't worry if it looks kind of messy. We're going to go back with a clean fluffy brush and just blend that out so it looks nice and smoked out. Dipping back into the Manny and Makeup Geek palette, we're going to take Artemis and put that in the inner corners of our eyes as an inner corner highlight. We don't want to do anything too bold because we already have kind of a crazy look, so we are now going to take L'Oreal's Miss Manga Voluminous Mascara. I still can't say voluminous. Voluminous. You'd think I would have practiced, but I didn't. So we're going to roll with it. And we're just going to put the mascara on both our top and lower lashes. Make sure to get mad at your camera for doing the whiteout thing again, and then go back to what you're doing. Taking Marc Jacobs black eyeliner pencil, we are going to tight line. We're going to do both the top and bottom waterline today. We'll just really finish that grungy, smoky look that we're going for. Taking House of Lashes lashes in Siren, we are going to glue them onto our eyes using Duo Lash Glue. I already went ahead and took some liquid eyeliner and just kind of did a really small line along my lash line so as to hide the lash band. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. I just personally did it so it would be a more seamless transition. Make sure to wait a full 30 seconds at least before sticking your lashes on. This allows for the lash glue to get tacky so they stick right away to your eye without being a big goopy mess. We are just going to gently put that on, and then using our fingers we are going to really just press that into our lash line and onto our lids to make sure there is a secure hold. Now doing the other eye, have a huge spasm of the hand for some reason and just muster through it. Those who try will succeed. Those who succeed always try. I think I succeeded. We are now going to bronze up the face using this butter bronzer. I forget the brand, but I know Manny has talked about this bronzer before. It's really good. It's a really actually cool toned bronzer, so if you have cool undertones, it won't make you look orange or anything, which is great because a lot of bronzers tend to make me look like a pumpkin when I don't want them to. We are also gonna brush most of this bronzer into our hair as well, apparently, as we did with the contour. Also, pardon the sudden grumpy expression on my face. Just as I went to record this, I smashed my head on the corner of a shelf, so needless to say, I was rather upset. Moving right along to cheeks, we're going to take ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Cheerio, and we're going to take that on a big fluffy brush and just put that on the apples of our cheeks. Now, moving on to what I think is one of the most exciting parts of the video, I got Anastasia's new lip kit, and I can't begin to tell you how excited I was when I got this in the mail. So, I tried, keyword tried, to make like a rusty lip color, but unfortunately I mixed too much of the colors that I didn't want and not enough of the colors that I needed, and I just didn't know really how to get the color I was going for, so that was part of the struggle as well. Instead, I ended up with this really dark berry lip, as you will see here. The berry lip still looked really good. I really liked it. It had some really nice undertones to it. It wasn't quite what I was aiming for when I initially started, but it looks really good though with the whole look, so I'm not gonna complain. The lip kit itself is phenomenal. It is crazy pigmented. I didn't think it would be as pigmented as it is, but it has a great assortment of colors, so you could create basically any lip shade that you want. Honestly, for 40 bucks, it's really worth it. It will be basically every lipstick that you will ever buy. The brush is really great. It's really cool because it comes with like this palette knife slash lip brush, as you saw earlier, like a mixing pad. As I was recording this, I also went down to have dinner, and the color, or the lipstick I should say, stayed on my lips even after I had dinner, which if a lipstick can do that, then it's like perfect in my mind. The colors are really buildable and easy to work with. When I bought the lip kit, I also bought their Mood Child highlighting palette. I have been wanting to buy this highlighter kit for the longest time, and I was finally able to get it, so I was so excited to get this. I was kind of surprised with how much fallout there was. I actually had to dust my face off because there was highlighter going everywhere, which was kind of crazy. It was still really pigmented, but it was just kind of surprising with how flaky it was. We are obviously going to put the highlighter on the high points of our cheeks as well as on the bridge of our nose, and if you feel like it, you can put it on your cupid's bow as well as answer your mother when she calls you down to dinner. And that there, guys, is the finished look. I had a lot of fun creating this look for you guys. I don't get to do a lot of bold berry lips like this, so this was kind of an unexpected twist for me. If you guys liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment saying what you liked and didn't like. I'm all for that constructive criticism as long as it's not rude. So go ahead, leave a comment if you want, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Bye, you guys!